Good morning, guys. Happy Monday. It's not a normal Monday because we are going to leave to the airport in about an hour and we're going to Paris, which is just crazy. I didn't see that on my 2026 kind of like, not vision board, bingo cards. I guess that's probably the right words. So yeah, I am going on a brand trip to Paris with Dfyne, which is super exciting. I'm very grateful. I'm really excited to meet some like new girls and just, you know, have some fun, which is gonna be really nice. I've just got to do a bit of work before I leave and then I can work at the airport, which is perfect. And then whilst I am away, I'm gonna be working as well, which, you know, is low-key stressing me out because you guys know I love my routine, but all my friends and family were just like, Lily, you'll be fine. Like, it might be a bit busy, it might be a bit stressful trying to do both, but you'll do it and everything will be fine. And I was like, you know what? You're so right. I need to stop saying no to things because I'm stressed about getting out of routine. Like, I can do it. I am a big girl. I can manage it. So yeah, we're gonna make it work. It's gonna be fine. I'm just gonna get up super early tomorrow to do some work, and then in any free slots I will also do it then, and it'll be fine. I just need to stop thinking about it because it's making me nervous, but I don't know why, because like I am such a, I think it's because I'm so type A. I'm like this at this time, this has to happen at this time, but it doesn't actually. The world will survive if you do something an hour later than usual. Like, you'll be okay. I think where I'm just so set in my ways, I just find it quite stressful thinking about it, but life is boring if you're stressed all the time. So we're gonna be upbeat, positive. We're gonna enjoy our drive to the airport, which is 2 hours, which on your own is a bit boring, but I'm gonna listen to a podcast and just be excited for the fact that I'm going to Paris. So yeah, looking forward to it. I am wearing, let me show you. So I've got on the Impact black tee and then the Vision black flares. So I've literally just got on a full black outfit. It's actually really comfy and it looks really cute. I wear the top in a small and I wear the bottoms in an extra small. So yeah, fits really nice. And then I'm just gonna wear a little jacket, and then I've got my hand luggage case, a little handbag, and my big case, which obviously I'm gonna check in. So perfect. But yeah, I better go get on with my work and then we'll hit the road. I'm definitely gonna buy an energy drink because I feel like that's tradition when you go into the airport, for me anyway, and I need petrol. At that price, it's sad, but we need it. Guys, I've just pulled up at the airport. I'm on my phone, sorry. I need to crack on, so I haven't really got time to get my camera out right now. But I just wanted to catch you up. Easy drive to the airport. I stopped once to do my client messages and to go for a wee. But yeah, we're here now. I'm gonna go check my case in, get something to eat because I'm starving. I've got like, I think 2 hours 45 minutes till my flight, so I'll have like hopefully a nice hour just sat with my laptop kind of doing some work and stuff. There's like no good shops at Bristol Airport, so it's not like I'm going to be distracted by that. I might have a look at the sunglasses in duty free because I really need some new sunglasses, but apart from that, I think I will just be eating and working, which I'm really looking forward to. But yeah, I'm excited now. I feel like the whole like drive to the airport and stuff always makes me super anxious because I'm always like, well, what if there's an accident or something and I'm late or I miss my flight? But now I'm actually here, I feel like I can calm down and get excited. So yeah, very grateful to be here and very excited to go and meet the girls. Hi guys. I didn't end up vlogging much yesterday because I ended up getting here super late. My suitcase got wet when they took it off the plane. They must have left it in the rain. Therefore my clothes in the middle were wet and I had like 35 minutes to shower and get ready for the evening. I don't even have a picture of my outfit to show you. I don't have a picture of anything actually other than the table. So yeah, it wasn't really a vlogging situation because there was no excess time. But it's a new day. We're going to Pilates. I've been up, as you can tell, I look really tired right now. I've been up since super early doing my client check-ins. I was doing them last night as well. And then I'll have to do the rest later today at some point when hopefully I get some free time. But yeah, just trying to juggle kind of work right now. But it was really nice last night. Everyone's so lovely. I was a bit nervous just because you never really know like what trips are going to be like this, and like what like everyone's going to be like. Are they going to be welcoming? Are they going to, you know, kind of already have friends and like not really be interested in kind of like getting to know people type of thing. But I think because it's a nice small group, like it's just a really nice vibe. So yeah, really happy to be here. Everyone's really nice. I hope I don't look this rough later. But yeah, I've got electric blue halter vest on and impact flares for Pilates. Tomorrow is hot Pilates, I'm pretty sure. So I'll have to wear something a bit more minimal for that. I'm thinking maybe butter yellow impact set, just because I think that's like, you know, a bit more minimal. We're going to paddle tonight as well, I'm pretty sure, where you get like a view of the Eiffel Tower sparkling, so I'm excited for that. I might wear my white impact, oh god, my hair is all over the shop. I might wear my white impact flares to the paddle, I think. Yeah, see, actually if it's bad weather maybe not, I might ruin them. Anyway, we'll decide that later. But yeah, we've also got something at lunchtime today, and then tomorrow we've got hot Pilates and the second dinner in the evening, and then Thursday at the moment is like free time, but we might do a river cruise, I think they said, if the weather's nice, and the weather actually does look nice, so it's an option. But yeah, I really hope I do get some time to like go and explore a little bit and maybe go look at the shops and stuff. But yeah, having a really good time. Just wanted to catch you up. Will this make it as a vlog? Who knows, because it's just find it really hard to film on phone and a camera. Like I either do one or the other, and like it's just so much easier to do your phone. So yeah, that is unfortunately what I tend to reach for, but I'm trying. Oh, a vlog. Hi guys. Hello. Hi. Hi Lily's vlog. Lily's remembering to vlog. Wow, look at these stairs. It kind of looks very posh. The Pilates studios aren't like this at home. Wow. Wow. Oh my god. Look in the... Oh, this is bougie. Wow. Wow, this is cool. Hello everyone. I've made it through my work blog, so I can kind of breathe a bit now. I feel a bit like calmer. And we're going out to this cafe that does letter writing. So like you write a letter to your future self, and then you pick how many years you want it to be to you in the future, and they actually post it to you. Like, I thought it was just like a write and we'll take it home for ourselves type thing. I didn't know it was an actual place. So yeah, I'm gonna write a letter to my future self in 5 years, I think, and hopefully put something on there that's like an aspirational goal, and basically be like, hey me in 5 years, do you have this? Have you done this? Is this happening? Like, I just want to really dream big, you know? Because yeah, okay, I might get it in 5 years and life might be really rubbish, but it's only one way to find out. Hey guys, I realised I haven't really shown you the Airbnb, so I thought I'd give you a little bit of a tour of the living room area. Please excuse our leftover chicken nuggets, but there's literally so much like living space and sofa space, so there's literally space for everyone to chill out, which is really nice. It's really like art deco, like there's really nice vibes, and there's like I think 6 bedrooms, which is obviously really good. So yeah, it's just really nice. Like this huge dining table, not that we've used it, and we probably won't actually because we're eating out, but yeah, it's just a really nice place, like just so big and spacious, and it's kind of like a bit of a maze, like it goes on forever down the hallways. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you. We're going to the paddle thing tonight, so it is raining and it is like 9 o'clock, so I'm not really sure what to wear. So I've got on my Origin white long sleeve, the Blossom pink shorts, and then I've just got my grey tracksuit on because I feel like it's going to be more of a tracksuit situation, but could maybe get a nice picture in the set if we get the chance. But yeah, definitely cozy tracksuit vibes. Not gonna lie, I'm not feeling like I'm gonna be very good at paddle anytime soon, but we'll see. Hey guys, I don't know if you can see this, I just want to show you my outfit. I definitely don't think you can see that. There's just nowhere to put my camera with good lighting, but we're going out for our last dinner tonight. Sorry I haven't vlogged that much. It's just hard to vlog. Like obviously in like hot yoga, like you can't vlog in there. Like when we're out and about shopping, like I just want to talk to everyone. But I think I've got a few clips, so I might be able to make this like a mini vlog. But yeah, we're going out for dinner tonight. I've got my best dress on and some heels, so I'm excited. Good morning everybody. As you can see, I am no longer in Paris. I did the best I could with the Paris content, okay? This video will end up being a mixture of whatever I got in Paris and just this now. Just kind of, I guess I thought it would be really nice to just kind of like explain maybe like what we got up to in Paris, like how the trip was kind of like planned and organised, because I've been on 4 trips now, like abroad, which is obviously amazing, like so grateful, but every single one has been different, and I thought it might be quite interesting to just kind of talk about like the differences and kind of like just like different experiences and stuff. And yeah, like all in all, Paris was like the best trip I've ever been on. It was amazing. It was so lovely. It was a very small group of girls as well, which I do think was really nice. Like it was just because it's so easy to just like get to know each other and talk to each other and everything, because there was only 5 of us, and then obviously our 2 managers as well, who were also just so lovely. Like it was just so nice. All I've said to anyone who's asked me how it was, I was just like, it was so lovely. Like that's the only word I can describe it. It was just lovely. And everyone was just so friendly, like really up for like getting to know each other, like asking each other questions. Like obviously we're all from different places. Like it was the first time we'd met, most of us as well. So literally just like getting to know each other and like just like spending the time to actually like ask about things and, you know, kind of just get to know different people and stuff. I feel like it's not always like that. Like sometimes when people already know each other, like you naturally just kind of stay in your comfort zone, don't you, like with people you know. But because it was such a small group of us, and obviously like a lot of us hadn't met anyone before, like that wasn't even an option. But I'm glad that wasn't an option, because I really this year want to meet new people, make new friends, like, and I do feel like I've walked away from this trip with some like really good friends for life. Like it's just such a nice feeling. And like I was speaking on the trip about like if I'd like made friends that way before, and I spoke about how like me and Meg May, obviously like we met through Honor, and like we didn't know each other before. Like we spoke on Instagram and stuff before, but like when we actually obviously met in real life, it felt like I'd known her forever. And like still now we speak like every day pretty much. Like I do consider her like one of my closest friends, and like that would never have happened if I'd never have gone on a brand trip, do you know what I mean? So it's just so nice to just like walk away from something like that and just feel super positive, and just like I have a really different opinion now as well. Like obviously I didn't know too much about Dfyne as a brand. Like I didn't know the ins and outs. I didn't kind of know like like their ethos and stuff like that as much as I wanted to. So being able to be in that environment and ask questions about, you know, how the brand started and just kind of like know a lot more about them as a brand has really just changed my opinion to like love them even more. Like I already like could tell like they were a really lovely brand, and when I first spoke to my manager Katie, like I did say, I think I spoke about this before, but I did say like I just really want to feel like a person. Like I want to work for your brand and I want to feel appreciated and I want to feel like I am my own person and I'm not just a number and I'm not disposable, and like I am, you know, just like an important member of the team. Like I think everyone wants to feel when they work with a brand. And she like didn't even bat an eyelid. She was like, of course. She was like, that's just how we work here anyway. And I believe that even more so now I've met them all, because like they were just so lovely, and the trip wasn't about like getting content for them as such, you know. It wasn't like kind of like it wasn't for their benefit as such. Like it was more of a treat for us, like a thank you for working hard, like we want to take you on this trip and you just enjoy yourself type thing. And I just think that again is so important, like because you just feel appreciated and you just like feel like just like an actual real life human being, which is really nice. So yeah, it was just really nice. I know I've said that like 10 times now, but I think you can probably tell from the way I'm speaking about it, like I just had such a nice time, and it was just the nicest group of people. We were all really similar as well in like what we wanted to do and like where we wanted to be and stuff, and yeah, it was just really lovely. Like I did not feel awkward or uncomfortable once, which for me is quite rare, because I do consider myself in uncomfortable situations, I do get quite awkward, or I do feel quite awkward. But I just felt so at ease, so relaxed. Like it was just lovely. It was just lovely. And yeah, let me just start another video and we can talk about what we got up to. So in terms of what we got up to, like there was an itinerary, but there was also a lot of free time on the itinerary, which was really nice. Like for me especially, like obviously I had work to do, so that was really helpful. But we went out for dinner the first night. I was literally like in such a rush. My suitcase got soaking wet. And they must have left it out in the rain when they took it off the plane in Paris. And then when it came on the conveyor belt, I was like, oh no. Luckily it was mostly hard shell, so the only bit that like leaked through was the extender bit, which is fabric, but that did wet a lot of my clothes, so they were very damp. And it did stain a few of my white items, which was really annoying, because like the colourful wet stuff had obviously been like soaking wet in the suitcase next to white stuff. You just don't think, I've never thought of that as a precaution. Like maybe I get now why people use packing cubes. But anyway, so that was a bit annoying. But I got there, I had like 35 minutes to like shower and get ready. Bear in mind I'd been travelling like all day, because obviously I live in Devon. So I felt gross, but I was like, this is gonna be a quick turnaround, like we gotta get this moving. So yeah, I got ready very quickly. I hadn't even really met anyone yet, and then I just walked down the stairs and everyone was ready waiting for me, because obviously I was very rushed. And that was how I first met everyone, just like ready for dinner. So it was quite like, I was quite nervous, because obviously everyone else had been there for like an hour or so, kind of like getting to know each other and whatever. And then like I just went out to dinner, obviously not really knowing anyone yet, but it was so nice. Like everyone, we just got on really well. Like it felt like we'd known each other forever. Like there was just constant conversation, and yeah, just a really nice experience. And like I feel like situations like that can go two ways, can't they? Like it can either end up being a really nice experience and pleasantly surprise you, or it can end up being a bit awkward and you can feel a bit kind of like left out if like, you know, you feel like everyone kind of has already met and you necessarily haven't. But it wasn't like that at all. Like all the things I was worried about, just I did not need to be worried about. But I'm an anxious girly, as we all know, so I like to always think the worst of situations, and then when they end up not being bad, it's like a pleasant surprise. So yeah, we went out for dinner, and then the next morning was Pilates. So we went to a gorgeous French Pilates studio, which was just amazing. Like the building was just stunning. Like I can't believe that if you live in Paris, like that's your Pilates studio, like your local one. Like it was just insane. And we did a session there, and it was so difficult. Like it was so hard. Like we were all so humbled. The teacher was not given any leeway. Like she did not want to make it easier. She was just like, these girls, why are they struggling? But yeah, that was very difficult. And then we went back. I had to do work, like check-ins and stuff, so I sat in my room for a few hours, and then oh, we went to letter writing, I'm pretty sure then. So this was really cool. When I saw this on the itinerary, I literally thought we were like just gonna like
pothole reported ahead.
I thought we were gonna take a bit of paper and just like write a letter to ourselves and just kind of like keep it. I don't know why that lady was like throwing her hands up at me. I waited for her. Maybe she was on the phone. Anyway, yeah, so I thought we were just gonna like write ourselves a letter, maybe like keep it or like whatever, but it's actually a cafe in Paris where you write a letter to yourself like there with all their stuff, and then you put it in like a proper envelope, and you can choose for them to keep it for 1 year, 1 year, 5 years or 20 years, and they actually keep it there in this like wall, and then they post it to you. So I've written a letter to myself for 5 years time, basically saying like, I hope this has happened for you, like I hope you're in a good place, I hope blah 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 blah. So in 5 years from that day, I will receive that letter to my house. The thing is, I probably won't live in that house in 5 years, but anyway, you can ring up and change the address, so that's fine. But yeah, they're actually going to post it to me, which I was like flabbergasted. I was like, I didn't even know that was a thing, but amazing, because I think that's so cute. And it was really motivating as well, because I don't want to open that letter in 5 years and nothing I wrote on there be true, so better get to work. So yeah, we did that, and then that night was when we went to the paddle by the Eiffel Tower. That was a little bit of a flop for us, only because it was ripping it down with rain, so it wasn't very safe to play paddle, like it was so slippery. But we got a few pics in the rain, and it was still really funny. Like, I'm still really glad we went. The view was insane. Like, I can imagine on a dry night playing paddle there must just be like surreal. But yeah, it was still really nice to go, but it was one of those situations where we were all like, it's quite wet, should we go home? But yeah, it was still really lovely. And then the next day we went to hot yoga. That was really cool, in a really cool like underground kind of like studio room. It was very hot, again very humbling. And then we went back to the Airbnb, got ready, went shopping for a bit, like just to see what was out and about, because we hadn't really done that yet. And then that night was our last dinner. That was definitely my favourite night, because it was like we already knew each other, so obviously the conversation was flowing instantly, because we'd been together a few days by then. And yeah, it was such a lovely restaurant as well. The food was amazing. We had quite a few drinks. That was the thing, like all of us were on the same vibe. Like we were saying this, like obviously when you have a group of girls, like some people might drink, some people might not drink, some people might want to go home early, some people might want to stay out. Like on trips like that, it can be quite divided. But luckily we were all the same. Like we didn't want to stay out super late, but we wanted a few cocktails, and that was fine with us. But it was just that was the funniest night. Like we just laughed so hard all night that our bellies literally hurt. We must have been in that restaurant like 4.5 hours. Like we were there a while. And then we got home, put our pajamas on, and all came and sat in the living room to like debrief. We played a card game, which I was really bad at. And yeah, it was just really nice. And then on the last day, we went to the Pistachio Cafe because Freya really wanted to try the croissant, the like famous one. And then we went shopping again, and then some of us had to go home like earlier than others and stuff. So my flight was actually late, so I stayed with Katie and Emma and Macy in the end, like, and we were all like, we went back to the department store and stuff, and I got a Jellycat croissant from Paris, which I thought was quite kind of cool. And yeah, and we just had a really good time. It was just a really, really, really good trip. Like, if you ever get the opportunity to go on a trip, say yes, always, because I was actually considering not going on this trip to Paris just because I was really nervous. I didn't know anyone. Like, I'd never met anyone. Obviously, I'm like a newbie technically, and I was just really quite nervous from like other experiences and stuff. Like, I just was so worried about feeling out of place that I like was really considering not going, which would have been crazy. Now obviously I've been and had the best time ever. Like, imagine missing out on that memory. But like I was just worried like that I just wouldn't feel like included, or like wouldn't feel kind of like I was meant to be there type of thing. Like it's just obviously from like other things that have happened over the years that like kind of make you worry about stuff like that, but it wasn't like that at all. And if you ever get a chance to go on any kind of trip or event or anything, just go, because yes, like it might not always be the best, but you will regret not giving it the chance to be the best. And I did speak to
a few of the girls on the trip that had like been on trips with Dfyne before, or like, you know, UK kind of things and stuff like that, and they said they'd like not had a bad experience really. So I just feel like, yeah, like the company is obviously taking very good care of like its athletes and stuff, and like everyone just seemed so happy, and like we all said, like it was just so nice to feel so appreciated. So yeah, just basically, even if you're nervous, even if you're anxious, just go, because you won't regret it, and you deserve to be on these things. You deserve to be on these trips, because, you know, if you work hard, I truly believe this, like if you genuinely work hard and you pour like genuine love into everything that makes you feel good and makes you feel alive, like you will reap the rewards of that eventually. Yeah, it might take years, yeah, it might not happen instantly, but I do believe that everything like that you deserve comes to you eventually. But giving up because it's not working straight away, or, you know, kind of just getting lazy with things because you think, oh, like no one cares anyway, like that's not the way to go. And we were speaking about this on the trip, like when it comes to like followers and stuff as well, like I know people with like, they don't have like a big, whatever you want to consider big, following at all, but they are really successful in what they're doing. Like they have a really strong community. Because you've got to remember, right, okay, so say you've got someone with 500,000 followers, that's great, but if none of those followers care enough about them, like maybe they post pretty outfits, so you know they follow them for that, but if they don't care about them enough or feel like they know them enough to actually support them, whether that be through their code or link or, you know, commenting on their stuff, like giving them engagement, then that's not, like that 500,000 followers doesn't really matter. Whereas you could have someone with 5,000 followers who has 200 of those people that really ride for them, you know, that like have followed their journey for a long time, really admire them, will always use their code, like will always support them, and like that could be, like they could be doing better than the person with 500,000 followers. And a lot of people might hear that and think that's not true. Trust me, it is true. I've been in the industry for 5 years now, and there is not always a heavy correlation between how many followers someone has and how much support they receive. Yes, there will be people that are obviously huge and they get loads of support and stuff, but there's also a lot of people that are considered huge that don't, and I feel like that's because they've blown up just from going viral, not because people actually care about them as a person. So like, please make sure you sorry, that cut me off. What I was trying to say was just please make sure, if you are chasing like social media content creation, please show your personality, because that is what people actually care about and want to see. Like anyone can, we were talking about this, anyone can post a gym workout, anyone can post a, you know, a selfie, like there's millions of people in the world doing the same thing, but no one else is you. Like no one can be you, no one has your exact personality, no one has your exact experiences, like no one can recreate like you as a person. They can only, like we can only all do the same thing when it comes to things that are just like, you know, kind of like basic, like they don't necessarily have to be like personable, I think that's the right word. But when it comes to like voiceovers or little vlogs or just talking to the camera, like I know that's the scary bit, but like my YouTube, for example, yeah, it's not a massive page, but like there are people that watch my YouTube religiously who I like appreciate so much. Like I don't know why you guys watch me, but here we are. And like I feel like they probably feel like they know so much of me, like they know so much about me, because I talk. Like I have probably overshared way too much over the years on here, but that is what allowed me, I think, to build a very strong community by letting people in. Whereas if I'm just a face and a body online, like it's like, okay, cool, but like what else do you bring to the table kind of thing, do you know what I mean? So yeah, this is just your reminder, be yourself, because there might be some people out there who don't like you, that is life, but there's also going to be a lot of people out there who love you, and the only way you're going to find that out is if you're brave enough to just let them in and show them kind of more of yourself. And yeah, because I know for a fact, like I would not have had half the opportunities I have had if I did not show my personality online, because what would there be about me to follow? Like just a gym picture, just a gym workout, like that's great, but what makes you stand apart from other people is being you. So this is just your sign. Be yourself, love yourself. God, we sound like we're going a bit emotional now. But yeah, like don't be afraid to just show who you actually are. And yes, like I said, there will be people that don't like you. There's probably people out there that think, oh, here she goes again, I hate this girl. But they're not gonna matter. They're not gonna matter when you're getting experiences, when you're on trips, when you're meeting new people who do like you. Like, these people are not gonna define your future. They're not gonna define that wasn't a joke, but they're not gonna be part of the success. They are just gonna be like very quiet noise in the background that you will not hear anymore. In the beginning, like if you get your first hate comment or your first experience of someone, you know, you're hearing someone say that they find you annoying or they don't like you or whatever, like, yeah, that's gonna hurt. It's gonna take a while to adapt to, especially if you're an emotional girl like me. Like, it's a bit like, oh, like, can't I please everyone? But no, in life you cannot please everyone, but you can please yourself, and you can do things that are going to help you. And anyway, love you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you if you are one of those people that always listen to me yap away, because you are the reason that I get things like this, and I can't emphasize that enough. Like, don't ever forget that supporting other people will not change the chance of you being successful. One thing that I need to make a TikTok about is, like, before I did this properly and before I like had codes and links of my own and stuff, I would always use an influencer's support code. Like, it did not matter really who it was or whatever. Like, I would just always go to their page and I would see what their code was and I would put it in, because supporting someone else in a position you want to be in does not prevent you from getting to that position. If anything, I think it's like one of those things where, like, you know, if you're good to people, like, life will be good to you. And I know there is like a small percentage of people that want to be in that position but don't want to support others in that position already, kind of like a jealousy thing, but they're not going to be successful, because you have to be a villager if you want a village. That is one of the truest sayings in the whole wide world, and I know that saying is normally used when people have babies and they need help, but I do like to use it in other areas of life. Like, if you want a village, guys, if you want that support, you have got to be an active villager. Sorry, my SD card keeps filling up, but I'm at M&S now, so I'm just gonna love you and leave you, and just remember, be yourself. Don't be afraid to support others, and if you're in a situation where there's new people around, make the effort to talk to them and ask questions and just be a nice person, because it makes the experience for everyone so much nicer.